Bula, I'm Sagrika Lal, and for my UU204 Matai Assessment, I have chosen question number 1: choosing a national heritage site and explaining its significance and how we can protect it for future use. Turning towards the shore at below of the busy Queen's Road will lead you on a gravel ride that is blessed with beautiful scenery and a wealth of wildlife. This site stands as a physical reminder of the World War II in Fiji. The conflict, which began in September 1939 and continued until 1945, was fought with the help of the Fiji Defence Force, which was largely based at the Bilo Battery Gun Site. In January 1941, the Bilo Battery was built to protect the Suva harbor. In February 1941, shortly after it had been constructed, Bilo Battery withstood a terrible hurricane that had mostly destroyed Suva's infrastructure. After the Bilo Battery's damage was quickly repaired, military trainings and preparations could resume regularly. The Bilo Battery, one of the many four-gun positions defending Suva, was a crucial component of Fiji's defense. Upon reaching my Matai point, I was devastated to see the site that is believed to be one of Fiji's national heritage sites. The pictures from Google were much different to the site that was in front of me. As seen in the video, the rain made it very difficult to explore the area as it was also full of knee-length grass. My voice could not be heard over the heavy downpour that was drenching me all over. I had given up all the hope of going ahead, for it was raining very heavily and the tall grasses made it impossible to decide on which path to go. The site looked as if no individual has been in the area for months. With a last puff of breath, I gave my all in and climbed and walked through the grasses, drenching all wet, and hence I reached the site. And yes, it was devastating and heartbreaking to see the condition that our national heritage site was in. I mean, just take a look at all this. It was raining heavily, and I'm sorry I couldn't explore more. This is a picture from Google before, and this is the site it is now. Just have a look at the way our national heritage site is kept. So, after spending at least an hour on the site, drenching and exploring as much as I could, I made my way back. So, to access the site, you will need to park your vehicle outside a small gate and walk about 80 minutes to reach the Bilo Battery site. As you can see, it is clearly very difficult to walk through these tall grasses, and my clothes were all ruined. Well, as soon as you enter the gate, you will see a house. Well, I don't know what that is on your left hand side, which also has a small toilet. Well, I was surprised, but the condition was really bad. And then off I went from the gate to my vehicle. This is me waving goodbye to the Bilo Battery Gun Site and hoping that when I come back once again in the future, it will be a beautiful place like it was. Bye for now. Being one of the national heritage sites of Fiji, the Bilo Battery Gun Site needs to be protected for the future. Some ways in which I think that the Bilo Battery Gun Site could be protected for future use are: firstly, creating awareness among the people about the importance the national heritage site has. Secondly, periodical renovation and maintenance of the national heritage site, as personally I have seen how devastating the site looks. Thirdly, educating the young ones on the importance the national heritage plays and that it should be preserved for generations. I also think that tours should be arranged to visit the heritage sites, as this would enable people and tourists to know the significance of the site to the nation. The Bilo Battery Gun Site, being one of Fiji's national heritage sites, should be given the privilege of being much better well kept. It is crucial for our communities to maintain their knowledge and abilities in the arts, culture, and legacy. Therefore, it is essential that the community's elders urge the younger generations to engage in the customs of preserving the heritage site. Currently, there is a significant need to protect our traditions and customs for the sake of future generations, since they will be lost if we do not take proactive measures to do so. It is the duty of each one of us to keep it alive at all times. Thank you.